Okay, guys, so we are going to prepare for the geometry exam. I have created a practice exam for you guys. The exam is going to have a formula and definition sheet. I just want to quickly go over it with you. It's going to give you the distance formula of between 2 points, the slope between 2 points, midpoint, the equation of a line and what each letter means. It also tells you some hints. Perpendicular lines have negative reciprocal slopes. You'll see that as a question. We'll go over it. Complementary angles add to 90 degrees. Just as a side note, supplementary angles add to be 180 degrees. Vertical angles are equal. Degrees in a single regular polygon is 180 times the number of sides minus 2 divided by the number of sides. And this could be like the last question. You'll see what that means. And I put all the reflections and rotations formulas on there for you as a gift. Okay? We're going to go one page at a time. So each video will just go over one page. And you'll see how easy this test can be. All right? So let's go ahead and start. What is the additive inverse of 2x squared plus 6? Inverse means opposite, okay? So you're going to take each one of these and just give it the opposite sign. Negative 2x squared minus 6. What is an irrational number? Okay, an irrational number is a number that goes on forever without repeating. A good example of that is the number pi. It's the most famous. Square roots, like square root of 2 or square root of 3, those are all irrational numbers. This is a hint. A lot of people like to put 3.14. Now that's pi that is rounded, but 3.14 does not go on forever. It's just 3.14. It stopped. So if you see 3.14 as a choice, do not pick it. Okay. Next one. Question 3. Point A, which is at 1, 4, is reflected across the x-axis. What is the image of point A? So, reflection over the x-axis means the points stay in the same order. You just change the sign of the last. So, point A will now be 1, negative 4. Or A prime, I should say. Question 4. Write an equivalent statement of, if it snows, we will not go to school. Equivalent means switch and negate. So this part would go first. Okay? And if you negate it, it'll say, if we go to school. Then negate this part. Then it does not snow. Number 5. What is the distance of a line segment whose endpoints are 4, 6, and 7, 10? Here is my distance formula. It's given to me. So I'm going to write it down. It's the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Label your points. This is my first point, x1, y1. This is my second point, x2, y2. Now that they're labeled, I just plug them in. So my x2 is 7. My x1 is 4. My y2 is 10. My y1 is 6. So we're going to have the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. 9 plus 16 is 25. So the square root of 25 is 5. Okay, that one's definitely a little bit more involved, but once you label your points, it's just subtraction, squaring, and adding, and finding the square root. Number 6, what is the slope of a line segment whose endpoints are negative 2, 5 and negative 3/8. So my slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's write it down. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And we just labeled the same way. x1, y1, x2, y2. So my y2 is 8. My y1 is 5. My x2 is negative 3. That is negative 2. That's minus a negative 2. So minus and a negative becomes a plus sign. So it's going to be 3 over negative 3 plus 2, which is negative 1, which is negative 3. What is the midpoint of a line segment whose endpoints are 11, 21, and 15, 9? Midpoint formula given to you. Okay, it's a point, so it's going to be in point form. So it's going to be x2 plus x1 over 2, comma, y2 plus y1 over 2. So basically you're adding the x's divided by 2, add the y's divided by 2. Label. If you label, you won't get things wrong. So x2 is 15, x1 is 11, that's over 2, comma, your y2 is 9, y1 is 21, put that over 2, so we're at 26 over 2, 30 over 2, so now half of 26 is 13, half of 30 is 15. That is your midpoint. Put it in point form. Okay. 8. What is the value of x? These are vertical. Vertical angles are across. They tell us vertical angles are equal. So we are going to set those equal to each other and solve for x. 5x plus 210 equals 3x plus 360. Subtract 3x. So you get 2x plus 210 equals 360. Subtract 210. And you get 2x equals 150. Divide by 2. X is 75. Okay, we're going to stop the video there because that's one page. We'll continue with the second page in the next video.